Who needs a selfie stick when you can be so smooth? Hi everybody, welcome to Always Running Forward. I'm Justin Stone. Now I haven't been posting in a while because I've been really busy running the Ragnar relay Cape Cod. That was about 2 weeks ago. If you're not familiar with Ragnar relay, it's a 200-mile race all across the country, but from here it was from just south of Boston to the tip of Cape Cod. Normally there are about 12 runners. We did it with 6 and it was amazing. It was a great experience. I met a lot of great people, had a lot of fun, and I'm working on that recap now, so you won't be able to see it for a while, but that's why I haven't posted. So sorry about that, but I'm back and I'm here to talk about another product. Now this is not running related, kind of it is. It's definitely making its way among the running crowds, and this is this little thing. This is a GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition. Normally products are thrown to me, but this little thing is not cheap. So I'm just gonna hold it in front of you. Why am I talking about this? Well, as I mentioned, you see it on a lot of runners today. Everybody wants to express themselves clearly. There's a YouTube channel, there's Vimeos, there's a lot of opportunities for people to express themselves. And this little device has made it super, super easy. You get 4K resolution, you get super fast speeds up to 120 frames per second, so you can do really, really cool slow-mo-y stuff. But the reason I'm talking about this today is I just want to address the runners in the crowd. This device is very tricky for us runners. A lot of times you'll see it on people's heads, you'll see it on people's chests through chest mounts, but the footage that we get is not great. It's a lot of, it's just bad. It's tough to watch. It's because a lot of the bouncing, you can't get very stable when you're running. And while this is such a good idea when you strap it on somewhere, the final footage is very tough to watch. So this is the Glidecam iGlide gimbal system. This is actually a little handheld device that can be used for your action sports camera, so that it's not all herky and jerky when you're running around. It was actually developed for a much bigger purpose, for like movie cameras and things like that. Big type of gimbals. So like when you watch movies with a lot of movement and explosions and effects and all that stuff, this produces a really smooth, buttery, flowy type of shot to kind of keep you in the scene. And Glidecam decided to build one more for the smaller action camera type of cameras. And so I picked one of these up. It's about $150 at your local photo or retailer or online, but it really just allows me to have a much better experience through running and shooting it versus trying to hold it in my hands or on a chest, because what you'll see is that it actually keeps the shot really smooth. And I've got some clips and some footage I'll show you in just a second of what it looks like to use this and what it's like when you're not using it. So setting this thing up is a little tricky. It's a little bit of a beast, and as you can see, it still isn't balanced as perfectly as it could be. If you guys use these out here and you have any tips or tricks, I'm all for it. But you really have to use a lot of different pieces to make sure that this is dialed right in. And as I mentioned before, I added some weights. I just went to the local hardware store and I bought some washers and some weights. And then as I added and subtracted them, I just left them on now to make sure they feel good. The other thing I did is I bought a second housing for my GoPro so that this housing can always remain on this gimbal, because you have to get in there to unscrew it, and once you do that you have to take all these pieces off and then you have to start back from square one. So this stays on here full time, so that way I can just grab the camera, throw it in there, and I know it's relatively balanced if I want to capture some footage quickly. Now, to run with this in like a race, I don't know if I would. This is a lot. Maybe like a 5K, I would do this. It's kind of a lot. I mean, it's no dumber than a selfie stick, actually, and I see a lot of people run with those. So I might give it a try once. I don't know. Anything longer than that, I would never do that. Just for, it is still a little bit heavy. Not to mention, if I were to fall or this were to get in the way of someone else, I certainly don't want to do that. But as I go out and I go on fun runs, I like to take this out because I think it's fun to be able to show you guys where I run and the experiences that I get through running, and allow you to experience it in a way that's not jarring or ugly. But it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It is not balanced right now. Usually when you have it, there you go, when it's totally balanced, it kind of keeps the shot with you. I'm still learning how to use this thing. To be totally honest, I'm not a big video guy. I'm learning as I go, and I saw this and I thought this would be really exciting to try out. So I'm going to continue to work on it and dial up my experience with this, so the footage that I bring you in the future is going to be a lot better. And I just want to mention that this is not any type of paid endorsement. I didn't get sent this by Glidecam. This is just me kind of tired of watching a lot of jerky and bumpy running videos. I think you guys do great stuff, and I want to see more of it, and maybe there's an opportunity to make that a little bit smoother. Everyone gets out to these great destination races, and it has great experiences. However, when it gets to the day of the race, usually it's just tough to watch. So think about this. Read boards, read blogs, check it out. It's super cool. I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm excited to try it out a little bit more. So gang, that is the Glidecam iGlide gimbal system for your action camera. It doesn't just have to be GoPro. This is just the one I have, and it fits pretty well. It's pretty neat. It's tough. It's tricky to set up. Again, I'm still learning. You can see it's a little bouncy, but I'm working at it. So as I get better, I'm going to share more footage with you. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you come back and see my progress as I learn to use this a little bit better. I'm really excited to continue to try this. But in the meantime, check me out at alwaysrunningforward.com, facebook.com/alwaysrunningforward, Twitter, DisneyRunner24, and Instagram, Justin_Stone24. And gang, when you're out there, make sure that you're running fast, running smart, running smoothly, and I'll see you next time. We're lost in the forest.
Not that big of a forest.
Send help. Send Starbucks.